Straight to the people. Goff contract projection 4 at 180. Speak now or forever hold your peace, and you let these kids walk down the aisle and get married and enjoy their lives. I need to hear a credible reason why not at $45 million a year. I've given you all the contextual evidence I can, given you the cap table, given you the contracts around the league. Man, if they get him for $45 a year, that is first of all, it's a great job by Brad Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
But it would also mean Jared Goff. I know some of you are going to be like, well, if they paid me $45 million. I know. I'm not turning him into a martyr. I'm just saying, good job by Goff. This is a good situation. They stuck with you. You stuck with them. You don't need the extra 5 to 7. Put good players around me. All right, I got my money.
Well, speaking of good players around you, let me give you a quick update here. Dave Burkett is reporting that the Lions and Amon-Ra St. Brown's representatives are set to meet this weekend at the Combine.
That's my boy.
That's your guy.
Pay him whatever he wants. Give him whatever he wants. Give him ownership of the team.
Not a penny over $20 million a year.
Yeah, right. I got news for you.
Okay. After that, no.
Look, but this is the same thing. Top of the league is Tyreek at $30 a year, right? I wouldn't blink. I'm not acknowledging you. I wouldn't blink if they paid Amon-Ra $25 a year. Just wouldn't blink. Consummate professional, durable, tough, a top 5 player at his position, and you never have to worry about the work. You never got to worry about the nonsense.
Oh, no.
You never got to worry about OTAs, about training, about showing up. The dude's a dog.
I'm with
Pay him
you.
whatever it takes.
No, I'm with you. Here's where I'm not big in paying wide receivers that amount of money. Now, he's earned it. He's a professional. Team looks up to him. He gets the job done. I just asked that the Lions start treating him like that, and he doesn't disappear in fourth quarters. You run plays to this man and get him the ball.
What if the $7 million you'd be saving on Goff, or $5 million you save on Goff, is absorbed by what you're paying Amon-Ra? Let's say they came to a deal and he got 23 a year. You're really paying him 18 based on what you saved at the quarterback spot.
Yeah. And my thing is this. Especially for Goff and for St. Brown, I'd front load those contracts so that the back end, if something happens, it's not that big of a cap hit. So because you're not paying anybody except for those two,
I'm backloading.
I'm front loading.
I'm backloading so I can spend more now. I'm all in, man.
No.
I want to parade down.
No. Because you got the increase in the salary cap, that's your spend more now already. So the money you were already under the cap. So take that money, pay those two, and then take your free Christmas bonus money and go get somebody. Yeah. But front load those deals so that when you got to pay Aiden and you got to pay all those guys, like at that point, maybe St. Brown is only costing you $15 million that year because you've paid him already.
David, tremendous update. Pay Amon-Ra whatever he wants.
So, yes, for people who think I don't like paying, kind of how you guys feel about running backs, that's how I feel about wide receivers. You just don't pay them. There's only a handful that I'd be willing to do that.
Okay, but Amon-Ra against man coverage is uncoverable. You can't cover him. You can move him around, catches a football, tough as the day is long. He's not a diva. I guess I just don't even view him like a wide receiver. I view him as an awesome football player. I have to have you. You're culturally relevant to what I'm doing.
Here's the thing. If you're going to make that much money, then I need to see a boombox when you come out the locker room.
Yes.
I need a
Honolulu blue boombox.
Penei Sewell holding it.
Yes.
As Amon-Ra is walking down the tunnel.
I'm in. I'll supply it. Tell me where they got it.
To M&M's, lose yourself.
I'll buy the boombox if they'll walk out of the tunnel with it. I would love it. Let's go to Tyler, 97.1. Tyler, and if you have thoughts, by the way, on the Amon-Ra thing, please dial in. Tyler, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
So, a couple weeks ago, I did text in. You guys didn't read it. All good. But I didn't want to pay Goff any more than $45 million to begin with because I wanted to see if he was actually a guy that was willing to take a hit for the team and say, this is where I want to be. If he wanted $50 million, I would still have no problem with it, but I didn't want to pay him more than $45 because I wanted to see if he was a team player. Does he really love the city of Detroit? He's coming back at 40 to 45. He's a team player. He wants to be here. He is our quarterback. So, David, stop putting texts about Hendon Hooker. I don't want to hear it.
You and me both, Tyler. You and me both. I think the Hendon Hooker thing's absurd.
I understand why they drafted him to begin with. He was a backup plan in case Goff decided to just crap the bed all over the place this past season, but he didn't. He was just a backup plan. But the people that want to see Hendon Hooker over Jared Goff,
Nuts.
You guys are idiots.
They're insane.
Stop.
Tyler, I don't get it either. Listen, for me, if he signs at 45, I think, A, the town would go crazy because you're seeing someone taking a little bit less to be here. And B, you'll feel better every day you wake up when you see these other quarterbacks getting paid and you go, this is not a steal, but this is a value contract.
That's a good way of putting it. Value. You got your guy. It's not going to hurt you. And down the line, you'll be fine. So,
where do I get those boomboxes?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the Lions agree to it, I'll buy it. I'd love to see the Lions rocking out, like with Debo bringing the boombox out on the field. Let's do that.
Get Sewell, that rocket like Trent Williams, and you just kick the door open.
I like it. I'm in. I think it'd be amazing. Go to Andre.
But they have to win, though, not lose like the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay, that's a shot. Andre, how are you?
Do something in the playoffs.
And Andre. And Andre's gone. 248-539-9797.
I would not be smack talk about a Steeler fan. Okay? I'm just not.
Especially one who's about to have Russell Wilson as their quarterback.
No, I don't know.
David coming in eating his sandwiches sideways.
Oh, it is dangerous. All right, let's go to Butch. 97.1. Butch, what's going on?
How you guys doing?
Good, hey, Butch. What's up?
Here's one for you, Mike. I know you're jaded on Hooker, but here's a little bit of the New England scenario.
Okay.
What happens if, like, say, game 2 next year, Goff twists his ankle. He's out for 4 weeks. You bring in Hooker, and you find out he's lightning in a bottle. Now he's winning. Goff can't really come back after 4 weeks. Let's say it's 5 weeks. Hooker's still winning. Now, when he's healthy, do you pull Hooker out and bring Goff back in, or do you let him keep riding?
So
I would here. Go ahead. Let me add something. Let me add something, Mike.
Okay.
I would re-sign Goff for 4 years right now. At say between 40 and 45, and then don't let this. This is you understand what I'm saying.
All right, so I've re-signed Goff, and you're telling me he misses a substantial part of the year. Hendon Hooker played great in his steed. You're asking me, I'm giving Goff his job back.
Okay, say Hooker takes it all the way to the playoffs, and we're like in the wild card, no, not past the wild card position. If we're there, do you still bring Hooker out and put Goff in?
Yes, he is my franchise quarterback, and you're not losing your job because of injury. The only scenario where if you want to comp it out, like when I was a kid, Phil Simms got hurt week 13. Half broke his ankle. He was unavailable. Jeff Hostetler took him to a Super Bowl. It's how it works. If you wanted to go something more
so you're
new
not,
wave,
you're not going to do the Kaepernick, Alex Smith, where you got injured, took your job, and you kind of just rode with it?
I guess my opinion of Jared Goff is way higher than my opinion of Alex Smith.
No, I think that's where he was going with. Like,
That's
if
fine.
all of a sudden Hendon Hooker,
Let me ask you,
Lions go 7-0.
why are we doing that hypothetical? Should we play out hypothetical scenarios where you're engaged to Beyonce? I mean, equally as likely as what he's selling.
I mean, I do look better than Jay-Z.
Fair. You're aging much better. The point I'm making is, why are we doing this hypothetical?
I guess this caller was trying to see at what point would you say, yes, Hendon Hooker is the guy.
There is no point. Not as long as I have Jared Goff, who's my franchise quarterback. There's just no point. Now, if you haven't
See,
signed
I think
him,
that's why he was trying to find your breaking point. Okay, if he goes on a 7-game winning streak, I got to leave him in there. And I think that would be radio gold for us.
Sure.